Hello, Akko here. Welcome to a little video showing how to set up a pretty efficient Tinker's Constructs. And I forgot to get Essence Berries. Tinker's Constructs, Essence Berry Farm. This is a viewer request from one of my viewers, Pear, who asked me to do this a while ago. I completely forgot. So sorry that you've had to ask again, and I'll get it done now. So there's many ways of doing this. I'm not saying this is the best. I'm saying this is one way of doing it. The way I like to do it is using Blood Magic, Rituals of the Green Grove, which I've got my Ritual Diviner set for here. So I'm going to go with 4 of these. Now, the first thing I want to say is you could just use one of these and upgrade it, but doing it this way with 4 means you can just set it up and then forget about it, because you can, with these things, make it a bit more efficient, I think, but it requires you making these things. So we've got here, we've got, tell me what it is. That's Terre, that's Orbis Terre, and that's Vertus. Terre increases the speed of a Ritual of the Green Grove. Orbis Terre increases it still further, and Vertus increases the range of this from 3x3 to a 9x9, so you could have it quite a bit bigger. So they're worth knowing about, but for this I find it a little bit easier just to use 4 unupgraded ones. What you can do with this is, let me just quickly show you how you'd put all these into this if you wanted to go this route. So click in the air, click on that. That was a shift click. Then click on that. No. There we go. Shift click in the air. Shift click on that. Click on that. Terre and Orbis Terre, I've done the wrong way around here. Shift click in the air. Shift click on that. Click on that. So that thing should have a tank set for each of them 3. So now all I need to do with a router, shift click in the air, shift click on that, click on that, click on that. Shift click in the air, shift click on that, click on that, click on that, and shift click in the air, shift click on that, click on that, click on that. And there we go. So you can see in there, that's how you'd feed all 3 of these things into that. So this would work quicker than they're going to, and it would also do a bigger area, but you'd have to keep having these produced. If you've got that automated, you might want to go this route, so I just thought I'd mention that bit. Anyway, that's enough of the blood magic part of this. Let's get rid of them and go back to here. What I do want to do is I want to activate these things. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I think these actually take LP while I'm just stood here. So they are doing nothing at the minute. Okay, so I am fairly sure though when we've got a planet above these, then they will. So the first thing we want to do is you want to raise your blocks up 1. Now these don't work on a block right on them, so if I was to put an Essence Berry thing on here, that's not going to grow because of this, because this actually works on a block above this. So I don't think it's going to place on glass, is it? No. Okay, so let's quickly just place some blocks down that I can get rid of in a minute. So what I'll do is I'm going to put a lot of Master Ritual Stones on here for a second, and what I can do once these are down is place our Essence Berry bush at the top of this. So 36 Essence Berry bushes gets you a crazy amount of XP. I've had to turn this off in my world for quite a long time because I was getting that much XP. I think I've got something like 3,000 levels worth before I turned it off. As you can see, as soon as I place these down, these guys are growing, because the rituals are working on them. So I'm going to get rid of them blocks. What I'm going to do is, I mean, you can put blocks in there, you can leave blocks in there if you want, but just make it a bit easy to see what's going on. I'm going to leave them out there for now. So you can see they don't actually need blocks in between them, and you can see that this is working on filling them up, making them grow. And you'll see that it's using LP, as you'd expect. What we want to do is remember to turn this off, because you maybe don't want LP drain on all the time. So I'm going to use some Ender IO redstone conduit, which we're going to use right across this build. We're going to use Ender IO. So this uses Tinker's Constructs, obviously, for the Essence Berry bushes. It uses Blood Magic for the rituals. It uses Ender IO for most of the bits. It uses Thermal Expansion for the Autonomous Activator, and it uses OpenBlocks for the Vacuum Hopper. Now what I'm doing now is I'm going to get my Yeti wrench. I want to click on the bottom of there, if I can get to a point where I can see it. Click on the bottom of that, No, I'm on the bottom. There we go. I need to do that on all 4 of these, because by default this is not attached to the Master Ritual Stone, and it's still actually not attached to it. Get off. Oh, suck. Bottom, please. There we go. And one more. You the bottom? Yes, you are. So what we actually have to do to put an input into this is we need to make this a strong signal. And basically the difference between a strong signal and a weak signal is a weak signal is redstone touching the block. A strong signal is redstone going into the block. And this has been changed for 1.7.10 with Blood Magic, that the Master Ritual Stones require a strong signal, because some people have an issue with redstone from one Master Ritual Stone affecting another one when you have rituals close to each other, like Wells of Suffering and Feathered Knife and Regen and stuff like that. So that's how this has to be. So there you go, that's them connected. So what you can do now with that is, if you want, you could just have a lever on the end. So leave a place on that, I think. Or do I need a facade on there? Yeah, I need a block there, or some kind of block. Let me see if it works for all that. So leave it, where have you gone? And you can see the graphic changes when it's turned off. So you're going to want some kind of redstone control on this, really. You don't have to, but it's going to help. What I'm going to do for this demonstration is I'm just going to use a in fact, what I'm going to do is I'll put my farming station down. I'm just going to use a creative energy cell, creative capacitor bank even, capacitor, not a capacitor bank, because I'm just going to use one. So, oh, it is a capacitor bank, turns out, and it's a deprecated one. Let me get the right one. Which one's a creative? Vibrant. That's the creative one, okay. I'll use the right one. And I'm going to want a conduit, because of the way I put the redstone, so I can connect that to the farming station. So you don't have to use a farming station for this, but they are very good for it. What a farming station does by default is have a 7x7 range. So what we've got here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7. You can upgrade this, make it bigger, so you can do 11x11 or 15x15, but that would get a bit crazy with all the essence berry bushes you need and stuff, and this gets enough as it is, so you don't actually need any capacitor upgrades in there. What you do need in there is a hoe. Before we put that in, I just want to show you that even though they're all full, nothing's actually happening. That is still going to be taking LP because it's still trying to grow stuff. So as far as that's concerned, that's trying to grow them plants. That's why you want some kind of control on it, because when it's not running, you are going to want it to be able to turn it off. Now you could set up something to do this automatically, I reckon, with a structure pipe and a buildcraft gate, for example. You should be able to set something up. But I've not actually done that myself, but you might want to do that, especially if your LP network's not very robust. If you've got something that's going to just keep going, you maybe don't really care about this and just leave it running all the time, but I'm sure what you're going to want this to show, inventory full. I think inventory full is going to need possibly them slots and them slots full as well. So ignore that for now. If you really want to know how to do that bit, let me know, and I'll work out how to automate it off this. I'm not 100% sure how to, without having a little think about it. Let's put some more light on the situation. So anyway, that's going to get your essence berry bushes into your farming station. So that's the first part done. Now we're going to want to actually get it into your experience obelisk, because you want this to be a no hassle way of getting your XP out. So all you're going to see of this build, you could have it in a different room or under the floor or whatever, but all you really need to see is the experience obelisk itself. So what we're going to come over here, and we are going to connect some autonomous activators. Now I use 3 on this build because it needs 3, because 1 certainly doesn't keep up, 2 maybe keeps up, I didn't really watch it for long enough, but 3 looks even, so it looks a bit nice when you build. And we want that all set to insert, and we're going to want them so the backs are all set to insert. So, oops. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want speed upgrades in this because it won't be quick enough otherwise. So I've got 15 speed upgrades in there. I'm not going to turn that on just yet because we haven't finished doing this bit yet. What you need is, what's going to happen is this is going to farm the berries. It looks like it got them when that was already full. So it's showing output full. Yeah, and look, the redstone signal's not on. I think we need stuff in there. Oh, it's not full anyway. Why aren't you full? So let me take things out. We need stuff in there. So what can I put in there? There we go. And it's still not putting a signal out. So what if we get an axe? Tell you what, turn it on. So that's actually putting a signal out here. So right, that's showing that's got a signal. Yeah, and that's not, look, so you need an axe in there. Right. Do you need this side full as well? You do. So if you want to do it so that it's automated, turning this on and off, you need to feed something into that side. You don't have to be anything that you're going to plant because you're not going to actually dig the bushes up. But you know, make sure that you've got an axe in there. You're going to make sure that you've got automated hose going into there, so that this bit's always full as well. So when that gets full, so if that's only half full, right? So it's only going to do it when each slot's got something in it. But there's a way you can do it so that you can have these turned off, so they're only drawing LP when you want them to. Nice and easy, like that. What we're going to do is we're going to get the berries fed into here. What this does is, when it gets a berry in it, it's going to eat it, and it's going to spit it out with an XP ball. See it there? That's going to spit out XP balls. So what we want to do is we'll get something to catch them XP balls, and that's what we're going to use a vacuum hopper for. So I generally do this with covers, but I'm just going to do it with some normal blocks for now. What you want to do is you want to be able to contain them so they don't go all over, because it helps a bit. You don't have to do this bit, but it's makes things a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little box there. What you could actually have is you can have the gap there as your wall, or whatever, or just coming out your wall if you've got thicker walls. What I want is a vacuum hopper, just like that, and set the back of the vacuum hopper as your liquid output, like that. And as you can see now, it's filled up real quick, but the liquid's gone in there. So a little tank on the back of there. On top of the tank, you want your XP obelisk, like so. And that's starting to go just off them. Let's turn this on. So always active. That's going to start farming all of them. They're turned on, aren't they? Yep. So my lever's turned off. Just get rid of that for now. And what we're going to see is that's going to fill up pretty quick. Let's get rid of them XP berries off the floor. And what we want this to set, so either set it in the obelisk or the tank. You can configure it, so we're using the obelisk here to pull from the bottom. That's going to start pulling the XP out of there. As you can see, our XP is going up nice and quick, and we can retrieve it all, put it all back, take 10 at a time, 1 at a time, put 1 at a time and 10 at a time. So you can have a real nice build where all you've got showing is a tank with an XP obelisk on the top. And if you really want to do it, you can have a lever next to it so that you can have it wired so that you can turn the thing off when you don't want any more XP coming. So there you go, a nice little quick XP farm. That's going to get you XP really quick. If we watch this for a second or two, you see that one's not, that's why one certainly doesn't keep up. It's got a, to be fair, I had a bit of a backlog because that was all full, but one's not really keeping up there, is it? So you need more than one, probably less than 3, but 3 just makes it look a bit tardier. So there you go, a nice little quick, rapid XP farm using Tinker's Construct Essence Berry Bushes, Blood Magic, Ender IO, Thermal Expansion, and OpenBlocks for the vacuum hopper. Right, I hope that answers questions on how I set that up. I think I've got over 1,000 levels in mine, maybe over 3,000, I can't remember. I left it running for a week or so and then turned it off. I got all the XP I ever need. So I hope this video answered questions. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments and I shall answer them. If you've got any more requests, the little build videos you'd like me to do, just ask them as well, and I'll try and get them out there. I may need reminding and prodding if I say I'll do something, I forget to do it. But there you go. How far are we up to? 48 levels already. Cool. Cheers. Bye. Okay, just to finish off then, I'm back just to finish off and see how quick this is going. Let's stick a hole in there. Is there a theory core? There is the sword. There's axes and stuff, I don't think there is. Choose a diamond for now. I was setting up auto crafting for that's pretty straightforward, by the way. The tool I needed for doing this. That's going to go pretty quick. I'm just going to put this into barrel rather than make it into the liquid XP, just to show you how quick this grows. So this is with a tool, lots of Orbis Terra on there. If you can see, if you hold the router, you can see that's taking Terra and Orbis Terra at a constant-ish rate. So you need, so there was 16,000. Yeah, 16,000 to start with. So they're both under half. The Vertus is going a bit slower. As you can see, that's taking all three of them quite considerably, but look how quick that's filling up. It's pretty much growing as soon as it can cycle through. That's with a double octadic capacitor upgrade in the farming station there. Crazy, eh? So if you want to go nuts, you can certainly go nuts. Let me try and get into there. Of course I can. No, I can't. I can actually get to the thing about breaking one. Oh, never mind. I was going to put the octadic in, see if it goes even quicker. I think screw it. Let's do it. Let's break that for a second. Get an octadic. Will it go even quicker with that? Octadic, and then put the energy cell back. Capacitor bank even. So up to 14 already. Are you working? Looks like it stopped. Have I broken it? That's showing no power. Why is showing no power? That's better. Huh. Why you stopped, dumb guy? Oh, I know why. It's searching blocks it can't got. So that's probably, it might even go slower then. Because it's doing a 15 by 15 area, it's only 9 by 9, it's actually checking all the block space for the larger area. So it's maybe slower having an octadic in. As you can see, it works its way down each thing, but to get XP that quick is nuts. Let's have a quick look at how much we've got in here now. Up to 84 levels, so yeah, and that took us long. There you go. Okay, cheers, bye.